About this place is that's been going on. That's the definitely best thing about it. Other than that, nothing.
Still one more mountain for Ken to climb. The locals call this area Cardiac Hill. Still a blessed relief, they're going home. Richard's beginning to wish he was joining them. So as the saying goes, if you can't beat them, join them. Go to it, boy. Ooh, like the wig. Nice. Richard's found his Raquel. But for Richard, there's no escape from the planet of humiliation. He's taking undercover reporting to new heights. Even his mother wouldn't recognise this little horror, and we don't want to.
I went in there thinking I paid too much for too little. I came out thinking I paid too little for too much. Enjoy, I never stopped.
Because of our report on crime at Laguna Park 2, Air Tours and Panorama are now sending out an independent security consultant from the UK to address the issues we've raised. Air Tours apologises to clients affected by the noise at Laguna Park 2 and says the lively atmosphere of Playa de las Americas sometimes spills over into the resort's hotels. Next week, how to drown out the traffic in Gran Canaria. How to get in the swim at Butlins.
Stable changing rooms, you can see right through to the guys stripping off.
And how to meet Turkey's wildlife.
They do actually come up the pipes.
Next tonight, RoboCop faces a new menace in the sequel over on ITV2. But here on ITV...
Oh, that's great. This is a big tumble. Can he nail it? Well, for me, that was a class apart.
I think the crowd would agree with you. That's a handshake from Alan Nollet, probably of those still to come. His keenest competitor. James May's expression spoke volumes.
Yes, it did. This is this incredible start, double layout, and works from it. Flick-flack, back somersault, and still he goes on. There's a front somersault to finish it. Look at the extension. Marvellous floor worker. Pulls forward into the fly spring. Total awareness in the twist. And look at the expression in that walkout. And what a way to finish. This is top difficulty, a full twisting double back. There we go. Pulls it in. There's the hop back. But apart from that, superb work.
Down to the judges. Chief judges Bob Collier of England and Ken Williamson of Australia. There's the third man waiting, Alan Nollet. Fourth man, I beg your pardon. I think the third man may come away here with the gold.
Had an up and downer yesterday. Couldn't settle. This will be crucial. Bob Currier now discussing the mark with the rest of the judges. Absolutely crucial. There are 2 head judges. They have to be satisfied. The remainder of the judges have come up with the right balance. The highest and lowest will be discarded, and the average of the middle 2 will decide this man's fate.
Taking their time. Curtis Hibbert dials down. He's done his best. Alan Nollet waits to do his. And the applause. 9.75 is the score that's going to come up. Will it prove to be conclusive? I presume that those still to come. Nollet, Peter Hogan of Australia, Craig Bruce of New Zealand, Ken Meredith of Australia, and Andy Morris, Wales, would feel that there's still a little room for manoeuvre.
He's a good tumbler, this lad. Interesting double back. No adjustments at all on landing. One and a half twisting back somersaults into a punch front. He's going for it.
Certainly there was an error there, though. The feet clearly brushing the floor.
Slightly heavy there as well. Not quite the lightness and precision of Neil, but still a good routine.
That was nothing like as good as Neil Thomas's performance. Nailed the double tuck back somersault to finish. No movement there at the finish, but in between.
A couple of tenths, I think. Certainly he did brush the floor on that flare link, and he didn't hold a single leg balance. I just hope the judges picked it up, because there'd be a couple of tenths down there, and that could make the difference to Neil Thomas. Good 1.5 twists. Bounding into a front somersault. He's a lively tumbler, small man, and power-packed. Back somersault with half twist. A little bit scruffy in that roll, and heavy in that backflip.
He smiles, but it's 9.675. Thomas still in the lead. And finally to a gymnast who has served Britain so well over a number of years, Andy Morris. And he stands between young Neil Thomas and the gold. Of course, here he's representing Wales. Thomas's gold.
One and 3/4 Arabian somersault. One of his strongest apparatus on floor. He'll be disappointed with the start. Showing now his worth on this apparatus. Regaining his control. Excellent control. Double tuck back, second adjustment. What a shame about the opening tumble.
That's now a question for Andy Morris. Will he make as much as 9.6? So that's what he will need if he's to be among the medals. And it seems unlikely.
Extremely unlikely because on the opening tumble he made a mistake but recovered well on this. This was difficult. 1 3/4 Arabian somersault under control. Full twisting back, punch, front somersault. Beautiful splits. Double tuck to complete with a pace.
And the score for Andy Morris, 9.25. And the apparatus finals begin with a gold medal for Neil Thomas of England.
The winner of the gold medal for the men's floor event with a score of 9.75 is Neil Thomas, representing England.
Curtis Hibbert leads the applause, and Neil Thomas of England stands on top of the rostrum to receive his gold medal for the floor competition. And really this is the follow-through from excellent team performances in Europe and the World Championships, and James May there wiping his eyebrows is the man who started it off yesterday with the bronze, and now we have a gold in the individual apparatus finals for Neil Thomas.
The silver medal with a score of 9.675 is Alan Nolay, representing Canada.
Canadians who dominated all in the last time the Commonwealth Games included gymnastics. Not quite getting it all their own way now. Alan Nolay. Second silver for him.
With a score of 9.6 is Curtis Hibbert, representing Canada.
And Curtis Hibbert has the bronze to go with his gold for the all-round competition. And I think it would be fair to say that English gymnastics, British gymnastics, has always had hope, and now there's a little bit of glory to go along with it.
Great moment for Neil Thomas, 21 years old and the first non-Canadian to win a gymnastics gold in Commonwealth Games history. We'll have more from that individual apparatus competition around about 1 o'clock. Now, 2 diving medals to be decided in the pool overnight. There's the men's 3-metre springboard, in which Robert Morgan of Wales is very well placed after the preliminary dives. Also, there's the women's high board, which is what we're going to see now.